Hi, it's Rebecca with Inner Power Training. Today, I want to talk about the Matrix and my opinion of what reality seems to be. I've been studying the writings of the mystics, the spiritual teachers for decades. I'm fascinated by the topic consciousness, consciousness, consciousness. My new favorite is Jacobo Grinberg. He was a Mexican born in Mexico City the same year as me, 1946. Became a doctor of neuroscience, really understood, dug into to figure out how consciousness works. He's aligned with all the people that I've studied, but he really gives you some fascinating techniques to make you understand how to use it moment to moment to moment. Because you know what? Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And you really need to discipline yourself to stop thinking those awful thoughts. I know you may hate some people on the planet or, things that are going on, and it gets you all riled up, but you're only hurting yourself. It's like poisoning yourself because yourself only knows yourself. It really does. You study the Course in Miracles. That's the key thing in the Course in Miracles. You are the center of your universe. You study Christian Science, which I did for years, and I still do. There is no outside world. You're not in the world is in you. All of the mystics and great teachers and awakened beings know this. So you need to spend time going within using self-reflection and meditation and introspection to really dig in and find out what you are really thinking about all the time, because there's always this background music in your head. It's a theme, it's your subconscious mind. And it's either positive, negative, mixture. They say most people are thinking a lot of negative thoughts all day long. And it's not hard to do if you just let the outside world program you constantly and you're just reacting, 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 reacting to everything. And you're living in fear and despair and frustration and insecurity. That's not a good place to be. It does take work to work on yourself, but it's worth it because once you break through and you start to understand that you are the creator, the director, the actor, you can begin to create the stories that you want to live in instead of just accepting whatever comes up by default. That is not a good place to be. Now, this guy, these are books that were translated because his language was Spanish. He completely vanished in 1994, never to be seen again. Nobody knows where he went. They don't know if the CIA took him or if, he went on to another project or he was taken off planet. Nobody knows where he went. It's a mystery. It's a fascinating story that we've never heard that much about. But there's a lot right now on the internet, on YouTube about him, because there's always someone to dig into and study because these mystics that figure it out, they always have something interesting to say, but they're all saying the same thing. We're living in a holographic universe, a waking dream. We're the creators, we're the co-creators. There is the mass consciousness where we all agree to accept the belief systems that, we're all working on individually, but then collectively. But you can break out of the matrix if you want to, and you can actually bend your reality. You can bend time by going within. If you're going to be late for an appointment, you just get very calm and you say, I'll be there exactly when I need to be. I used to do this all the time when I was driving through Boston traffic to get to Logan Airport. I would always get there right on time because, in the airline industry, you have to show up for your check-in on time or they start getting nervous. Flights have to take off on time usually. So you can bend time. If you're not feeling well or you're afraid that your body's going to get sick, you can go to that place where perfect health is your birthright. I just did a video about that, how I've been had spontaneous healings over and over and over again. If you need to know something, you can go within and with your imagination go over it and see what comes up. Like maybe you need to make a decision. Go within and ask yourself, if I do this, how do I feel? If it gives you, shocks in your abdomen or your throat or something, it makes you feel kind of not good. That's a good indication that it's not right for you. If you feel exhilarated by it, if it gets you excited, if it's something that gets you thinking, I would love to be able to experience this, it's the right thing. And you can, as long as you believe that you're doing it like it's already happened, it can manifest in your life positively, in a very positive way. It's amazing how when you start studying consciousness, you begin to understand that you can reprogram your subconscious mind if you want to change your experiences. You just need to go within and use techniques to reprogram, but you need guidance usually. You need to find a path that works for you. You need to become obsessed by it. You need to find it to be, I don't know why more people don't find it to be absolutely fascinating, because it is. I was so fortunate that I met someone when I was 21 years old, who taught me how to use my imagination to manifest, and it worked right away for me. I got it. It was like finding the genie in the bottle. I went, wow, if this is true, and I'm sure it is because the person who explained it to me had proof in his life that it worked over and over and over again. He was very, very tuned into this, and he had done many things already. And I was just starting out at 21, trying to figure out how to do a lot of things. But it gave me that edge but you have to study it. You have to dig in, and it's never ending. They say metaphysics is the most interesting art form you can find on the planet, and it is very creative and very much like studying something as infinite as art or music or mathematics. You just go on and on and on with it, but you have to learn the basics, study the laws of the universe. Books that I've read are the Kabbalion, Mary Baker Eddy's book, Thinking, Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and all the books he wrote, Outwitting the Devil, Yogananda's book, Autobiography of a Yogi. Now I like this guy, Jacobo. I don't know how you say his first name, Jacobo Grinberg. Very interesting stuff because he is saying the same thing. But it's always good to get a fresh perspective on how to use these techniques. I trained thousands of people in the Silva Ultramind training. And if you go to my course, the Mega Manifestation Method course, you get the long relax meditation in that. And if you use that and get down to that alpha level on a daily basis and visualize what you desire, or ask your higher self the answer to questions that you have. What is my purpose? Should I move here, there, or everywhere? Should I change jobs? Is this person right for me? You'll get answers because your higher self already knows the right answers for you. But you need to be able to accept that you are a multidimensional being, and this is the next phase of human evolution. So enjoy it.